The remarkable journey of TCU's Caylin Moore from poverty to Rhodes Scholar. Sports News Online. Caylin Moore sat in the rare books room at the Los Angeles Public Library on Saturday evening, his heart beating out of his chiseled chest, awaiting the news that could change his life forever. Earlier that afternoon, Moore, the senior safety on the TCU football team, had interviewed for a Rhodes Scholarship, one of the world's most prestigious academic honors. He was one of 14 finalists competing for 2 awards in District 16, which covers Southern California, Guam, American Samoa and the Northern Mariana Islands. The winners, and 30 more honorees from the country's 15 other districts, would go on to study for 2 years at Oxford University in England. And while Moore, a 2011 Children's Defense Fund beat the odds honoree, 2014 Fulbright Scholarship winner and recent Rangel Scholarship recipient, felt optimistic about his chances, the rest of the room felt at least as good about theirs. While everyone else is talking and bragging about what they had done, I just sat there quietly, Moore told Fox Sports This Week, recalling the tense 3-hour wait between the end of his grueling interview and the announcement of the winners. And when they'd ask questions to compare themselves to me, I would just kind of keep it short because I didn't feel it necessary to do that. I think half the people that were there, they kind of slept on me, Moore continued. They didn't see me as a threat. They probably just thought I was there for charity. If such misguided suspicions did exist among the other finalists, one could understand why. The child of poverty, Moore is the second of 3 children, raised in a single-parent home in the gang-ridden neighborhood of Carson, California, and for parts of his life he shared a bed with his mother, Caylin, his big sister, Miles Caylin, and his younger brother, Chase. His father, Lewis Moore, was abusive, Moore's mother says, both before and after she left him in 2000, when Caylin was 6. 9 years later, Moore's dad was arrested for the murder of his then-girlfriend, and in 2012, he was convicted and sentenced to 50 years to life in prison. But there's far more to Moore's story than simply using football to escape his own rough neighborhood and hard-luck circumstances. An economics major pursuing minors in mathematics and sociology, Moore carries a 3.9 grade point average and is on track to graduate in May. While at Marist, where he played quarterback for 3 seasons, Moore worked as a janitor. After transferring to TCU, Moore founded an outreach program called SPARK. Strong Players are reaching kids, in which Moore and his Horned Frogs teammates visit elementary schools in disadvantaged Fort Worth neighborhoods, stressing the importance of education. And as he sat down for his Rhodes Scholarship evaluation, Moore said he did so as prepared as he's ever been for anything in his life. Walking into that interview, I felt as if my whole life had led up to that moment, Moore said. It was kind of weird. I felt like I was watching a movie of myself. And when I sat down, I said, let's get it. Once the interviews were complete and the panel finished deliberating, the candidates, 14 of some 2,500 Rhodes applicants nationwide, were asked to form a circle in the room as the winners were announced. At first they called another girl's name, Moore said of Nicole Mitelson, a Johns Hopkins neuroscience major who was the first to be recognized by the board. And I was just sitting there, nervous as all outdoors. But I just kept saying, over and over in my head, Caylin Moore is a Rhodes Scholar. Walk by faith, not by sight. Finally, they announced the other scholarship recipient,